Hey guys, how you doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is the Bitcoin and Ethereum update for the 4th of March 2020. So yeah, straight over to the 15-minute chart. You can see yesterday when we did the video, it looked like we were almost certain to take out this level and enter a DMT sell trade with our 15-minute bot, but it didn't happen, and this does go to show you the efficacy of this indicator. I mean, we have to break this and close under, but it was in exactly the right place to show that this is the point where the market will turn around. So it did identify an important area for us. Also, you guys that have set up the bot yourself, that have maybe heard me talk about the bot before, know that I did change it from basically breaking the line to actually closing underneath it, closing a candle underneath the line, just that we didn't get fake outs. Well, not that this is really a fake out, but it would have activated the bot if I had it to take the trade as soon as we broke the line. So that's something that I did eliminate earlier on from the setup. So yeah, you can see what we did though. We produced what is a clear lower high, and then we look like we are potentially heading back down again. So I mean, you could say we're potentially forming a descending triangle here, a descending triangle of sorts. I mean, literally the bottom of it being the DMT, being the DMT sell line, and the top of it obviously being here. So you could definitely see that we potentially we come back, test this area again, maybe get a bounce back up to somewhere around here, and as long as we don't take out 8,800, then if we get sent back down again, you'd probably assume we're going to break this to the downside, which would give us a potential target. Let me see if I can do this. So if I draw the line there and I then move it to down here, will give us a target of basically around 8,300. So we'll see what happens. There. 8,300 is pretty much no man's land though, levels wise and charts wise. So if we did break under there to 8,300, I'd assume we're going to keep on going to around 8,200, 8,100. So yeah, on the bullish case though, if we break, if we do break basically above these resistances again, not that they are fully solid resistance, but just these recent highs, that would break that lower high trend. Even just breaking above this one here at around 8,850 would give us a potential push upwards. So we'll see what happens there. You can see the 15-minute Dominator did actually turn into a buy, but looks like it may be coming back down for a sell. The 20-minute, not the 20-minute, we'll go to the 25. The 25-minute just did give us a buy signal. So I do like how this performs. So this is potentially bullish for the market. These 25-minute Dominator is quite accurate. I've noticed. So we will see what happens there. And then if we click over to the 1 hour looks like we may be coming back to a sell. But you can see all these charts though, we're all still in all these higher time frames, and we're all still in DMT bear trends. Well, obviously higher than basically 1 hour and higher. We're still in bear trends. So so that gives us a medium term downwards bias. So yeah, over to Ethereum. You guys know that I did take off the Ethereum bot. I mean, that did close under, would have got us a sell, which wouldn't have been the greatest trade. I mean, you'd pretty much be breaking even now, but I don't know if you would have had just stop. Well, basically the stop was actually originally 3%, so you may have just not got stopped out, and then had the chance to at least break even if you wanted to then take the opportunity to get out that trade, seeing as you were so far offside. But if I was playing with this DMT, which I decided not to, I did tell you guys that I would be having a wider stop, a wider take profit, and then a smaller position size. So that would have been well within the range of that. But I'm more looking to trading Ethereum with a 25-minute Dominator. So we would have been a sell. I did show you this in yesterday's video. We would have been a sell trade from here, working the short, and then we would have been a long trade from here. And that is what I'm actually going to set up today. I am just waiting for the funds to basically arrive into the 3 commas. That's basically what I'm doing there. So basically waiting for the funds to populate in this second Bitmex account that I've set up for this. That's all we've got really for Bitcoin today. So we're sort of looking for either a takeout of these levels, this DMT sell line, to enter a sell trade where I could quite easily see is at least getting down to this 8,400, 500 level, maybe bouncing one more time, a weak bounce, maybe around 8,600 and then lower. I mean, you guys can probably tell my bearish bias here, but I am actually also working a short trade, like I did tell you guys in my separate accounts that are separate to these bot accounts. So yeah, they are still active. So that's probably what is giving me the sell bias. But it was actually originally the 25-minute Dominator going to a sell, where I then was starting taking the short trades, but we have subsequently gone to a buy. So if you're blindly trading this indicator, you would have obviously sold up here, and then you could be now getting out around here. So it's a profitable trade if you're just going to go buy and sell based on buy and sell, and now you're long, hoping for us to go up. But like I said, guys, I'm actually going to set this up today for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm going to have Dominator setups for Bitcoin and Ethereum that I will do a video showing you guys how to do. I did actually get about 25 minutes into a setup video a few days ago, but there were some bugs with the alerts for the Dominator, so I had to basically abort that video after about 25 minutes of work, which is a bit annoying, but hey, that's how things are sometimes. But right, yeah, so remember guys, none of this is financial advice. I'm not. Oh, sorry, one more thing I did want to say. Traditional markets, after basically shrugging off the 50 basis point rate cut, the futures are basically making their way back to the halfway point of the range. We put in a high on the announcement, then we put in a low later on in trading, and we are now basically, I can show you if you want, we're literally at we're basically midpoint of that range now, so a midpoint retest. So look, if you see high here, low here, midpoint retest, often with moves like this is short term, so you don't necessarily want to look into it too much, but once you put in a high, once you put in a confirmed high, confirmed low, that then basically gives you the trading range for the next price action. So then you will often get a test of the midpoint, and then you will then decide whether the market's going to keep going up, take out the high, or go back down and take out the low, and then that will normally give you the next basically the next direction for price action. So the 15-minute Dominator on the on basically S&P gave us a sell here. Sorry, the 25 minutes, so that wasn't the most basically greatest position. But on these, for my eToro trading account, I'm trading these on a 50-minute time frame. So the sell was actually up here. And then we're currently in a buy trade from I'm not a person, I haven't put this trade on, you would currently be in a buy trade from here. And then also the 50-minute DMT got you in a buy trade here, which did go considerably on the side. Not that I would say that is the most amazing result going. Obviously in normal, less volatile, what I'm trying to say is the markets have got very volatile at the moment, so an over 3% gain in the S&P a couple of weeks ago would have been amazing, but we're now in markets that make swings. I mean, you can see from that buy to that 3%, over 3%, we then went from there down to here, which, I mean, just looking at that, it has to be well over 5%. Right, just for the sake of getting it right. Oh god, these drawing tools, guys. Either way, all I'm trying to say is that if I did mark the level properly, we are over 5%. There you go, to the low. So yeah, we're getting moves like that at the moment. The VIX is obviously the VIX, which obviously is the volatility index is high, so we're just expecting big moves. Right, so yeah, so what I'm saying is that this could potentially resume a downtrend that could drag BTC down with it. It's not looking the strongest reaction to a 50 basis rate cut. Right, so yeah, remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Disclaimers in the description. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Any comments or any likes or shares you would like to do, that would be fantastic. Subscribing to the channel if you're not already would also be great. I have daily videos here, multiple daily videos on the traditional markets and also these Bitcoin markets, and also often I will do like tutorials on how I'm setting up the indicator, how I'm setting up the automated bots to trade on 3 commas. So it's all pretty much useful information if you are into that sort of trading. Right, so thanks a lot for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you guys later.